asked on Instagram for some questions for me and Peter about seizures, so we're gonna answer them.
Numero uno from Abby Newa. What can we do if you/someone else is having a seizure and nobody else is around? Make sure they're safe.
Yeah.
Make sure they're not going to hit the head. Make sure they're sort of sitting down or in a recovery position, like on their side. Just try and keep them safe until they come back through. They'll definitely thank you afterwards, even if you're a complete stranger.
Yeah. If they're like partially in the seizure, don't let them like try and wander off. Try and get them to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Also
Yeah,
time the seizure, because with most seizures you don't let it go on for
too long without calling an ambulance.
Yes.
If you realise that things are getting, I mean, obviously, don't just call an ambulance straight away because they might be out of it and they might be fine afterwards, but just sort of weigh things up. If it's gone on for a very long time, or if you think that it's very violent, like a very violent active seizure,
or their lips are blue.
Yeah, or their lips are blue, check the breathing, then maybe weigh up calling an ambulance or someone for help, and then they can maybe sort it out.
Taking all over the place.
Just call an ambulance. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that in this kind of video, should I? Also, from Alinewa, is sign language helpful during some seizures?
Yeah, definitely. For most of them, to be honest, I can't use sign language because I'm like already in it like quite quickly. But some of them, it is helpful. Like I can sign some stuff. Like sometimes if I'm having a seizure and there's a light on nearby, I can sign that I want the light off because it's hurting my eyes or making my head hurt or whatever. So
from AMG 5105. What was your worst seizure, or have you ever had a seizure in a public place?
Oh my god.
Getting right into the deep stuff right now.
So many. Oh my god. Where have I had seizures? Let me think. Tesco's, Lidl, Sainsbury's.
By the river.
Pets at home. Yeah, by the river.
We're making a checklist.
I've had them in a park.
We're hoping she can have one in every shop before the end of the year.
A charity shop.
Yeah.
A boat. Had one on a boat. At Gymnastics. And then I've had like hundreds in the house. What was the question again?
What was your worst seizure?
I had one once where I was in the middle of going down the stairs, so I had a seizure in the middle of the stairs. I don't know if that was my worst one though, it was just like scary. I don't know. I've had a few where, well, I had one where I hit my face off the sink in the bathroom.
Oh goodness, yeah. Nice black eye for a week or so.
Yeah.
War wounds.
And then it was just green and disgusting.
By Sydney C. Proud? Yeah? Yeah.
I think so.
Sorry again. Is Peter scared when you have a seizure? I mean, of course I'm scared when you have a seizure. It's like, there's so many things that could go wrong when someone has a seizure. Of course I'm scared for EV safety and such, but...
Yeah.
And the first time I witnessed Evie had a seizure, we had to go to the hospital. It was like, what, maybe like the second or third time I'd seen you? No, it was the first time I came to yours, like, on my own. For like a river trip.
Such a great, like,
we had to go to the
first
hospital
impression.
on the night. In terms of me being scared, yeah, of course I'm going to be scared at some point, but I'm not sort of scared to the point where I'm gonna, as I said before the video, just sort of sit in the corner and cry and hope everything's okay, you know? It's like...
No, he really gets involved, like he's really good when I have a seizure. Some people like freeze and they don't know what to do, but Peter's not like that at all.
Yeah, it's like the time when I even once jumped to catch you, so you
Did you?
Yeah, you know the one by the river? We were walking back to meet your mum. And we were just walking, and then all of a sudden I took a few steps forward, turned around, and Evie was just sort of stood still and frozen. I could see her legs buckle, and I was like, I'm gonna need a dive to catch Evie here.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Alright. Blep child. How has it affected your daily life?
A lot, I would say. Like, I don't know, like something as simple as going down to the shops doesn't feel the same anymore because it's like, oh, I might have a seizure again. Like, I don't know, it's kind of scary to go like outside sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, because I could literally have one. It's like my seizures don't even care where I am. They're just like, yay, let's have one right now.
It's very anxious thinking.
Yeah.
By Angel Snow 98, do you think your seizures are more scary for you or for Peter when he is around? Love you, by the way. Love you too, Hen.
Probably for Peter, I would say. Because like, if I'm around Peter, I'm not that scared to have a seizure because I know that I'm safe with him.
What's wrong with you? Got your window?
Yeah.
It's just me. I just emanate a hot aura.
Jesus.
So, more scary for me or you? I'd say me.
You, definitely.
Put it this way. When you're in a seizure, it's not... Can't really tell if you're scared or not. So you're unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. I'm unconscious. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
But then he has to actually see
I need to
me.
make sure you're okay. And I'd say, rather than being scary, I'd just say more worrying.
Yeah.
It's not scary as in like something like I'm physically afraid of, because I know how to help and how to sort things out if things do happen.
Yeah, you're more than used to it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
GG Gatherum. I have seizures and my friends get scared when you have ones. Does Peter? Any advice? Apologies about the seizures, of course. Honestly, the best advice you could give them is just tell them what they need to do.
Yeah.
If people don't know how to deal with a seizure, then they're not going to go over and try and help, because to them they're just getting in the way. You know, they want to make sure you're okay, but if they can't go over and know what to do or which sort of position to put you in and that kind of stuff, then that's probably, I don't blame them kind of thing. But if you just sort of tell them like, look, if this happens, I need you to do this, that and the other, or if this happens, make sure you've called your mom or someone like that, someone who you know can help. Just make sure I'm safe until she gets here. But I think if they understand what they need to do, then they're not really going to be scared anymore, because they know now, kind of thing. Any advice? Or sort of just taking the spotlight there. By Lucy, Ben, Toby, Simba, and then the rest of the names kind of
trail off.
Yeah. What do you do when you see someone having a seizure?
Panic! No, I'm kidding. I've forgotten the question.
What do you do when someone has a seizure?
Oh, well, we kind of answered this in one of the other ones. It's like...
Sorry, I'm just going to wiggle back in the frame.
If they're already with someone, like go over and ask if you can help, or if they can, like if you can get them anything, like water or anything like that. But then if they're like by themselves, kind of what we said before, just make sure they're safe. If they're like, I don't know, if they're like lying around things that could hurt them, move stuff out the way. Put like your jacket under their head or something, and just kind of stay with them until the seizure's over, and then you can ask them if they're alright and stuff.
Call me Alex. Okay, Alex. Sometimes you get really confused for no reason, or you freeze abruptly. What should I do?
Kind of sounds like absent seizures, maybe. I would say if you're really worried, go to your doctor and get checked 100%. Out and everything.
By Crook143. Good name. Do you have epilepsy or just have seizures from time to time? Love you. A face.
I wouldn't say I have seizures from time to time, like it's quite a lot of the time. But we don't think I have epilepsy, we think that they're non-epileptic, but we're still waiting for the results to kind of definitely confirm that. But I think it'll be a bit of a shock if it is epilepsy.
Yeah.
Do you like my song?
By Lucy Marie.
Sorry.
You alright?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Do you get scared when Evie has her seizures? Love you both, stay strong. Love you too, hen. It's like I said in the last ones, it's more of a worry than a fear, if that makes sense. What helps you both after having a seizure? Sorry if that's a dumb question.
Naps.
Yeah, hugs and naps.
Because they're so draining. Honestly, having a seizure is like doing a 3-hour workout, like a 3-hour intense workout. That's what it feels like afterwards. If it's a violent one, anyway.
Yeah. Sort of give you that time, whether it be like an hour or so, or just chill out, have a nap if you want.
I didn't do that at gymnastics.
No,
last
you
week.
didn't.
I was doing gymnastics and I went over to my coach and I was like, I think I feel a seizure coming, and I could just see the panic on his face. He was like, oh god, okay. So I went upstairs on the balcony, did my thing, had a seizure,
Did your thing.
and then just went back down and did some more gym.
Not the ideal way to do it.
No, don't
If you
do
feel
that.
like you're up to it, maybe, but even still, it's still a risk.
Ah!